Just 4 points separate the top 3 in the championship here in SKG Tier 1, and we bring to a close the first half of Season 12 by visiting Albert Park. We're just a stone's throw northeast of Hobson's Bay, nestled between St Kilda and Port Melbourne in a city of nearly 5.2 million people, and we come to a track 5.2 kilometres in length, 14 turns and a record 4 DRS zones. There's plenty of overtaking opportunity, plenty of battles to be had. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to sunny Melbourne for round 5 and the halfway point of Season 12 here in SKG Tier 1. My name is George Sanderson, and alongside me in the commentary box this evening, I have Oliver Lewis with me. Ollie, it is good to be back, and, well, Melbourne, halfway point of the season. How much are we looking forward to this one?
This is the track I absolutely love, especially to watch. I believe it's going to be a good one. It's very good for overtaking now. Obviously, they've updated the circuit a couple of years ago, and I believe it's going to improve the racing with that.
And Ollie's right, there are plenty of overtaking opportunities around this Albert Park circuit. But let's take a look at your starting grid for round 5 of the season, and 18 drivers taking to the track here today. Harrison makes his SKG and Mercedes debut, whilst Adrian serves his quali ban, and Roy DeBoy starts his third race outside the top 15, 4 tenths off the reserve of Balash. Former teammates Panos Verras and Wandy alongside each other on row 7, with Marius Anderson and Hukid, the two Ferraris, separated by 1,000th of a second. They'll be disappointed to be outside the top 10. Ice Cream gets back-to-back P10 starts, while State Daisy reserves for Haas. Sausage Joe is reserving for Williams. He set the exact same lap time as Funderino, but the Mercedes set his lap first. Xander Wiles gets his personal best qualifying position with Milan back in the top 5. Ryan Banning is 4th, with Takubi in 3rd, continuing his 100% top 10 record in qualifying. And on the front row, Katsby and Jacek gets his 7th front row start, with Gatcha getting his first pole. And here we go then to the 5 red lights around the Albert Park street circuit as we hit the halfway mark of the season. The lights are out and we are underway. Apparently DRS is enabled, but not quite. There's a lot of ghosting going on.
Oh, we got a car off. It's Harrison, I believe.
Of course it's me, man! Of course I'm the only person on this whole grid that gets held up by him almost crashing.
Gatcha leads the way from Takubi in 2nd, who's got the jump on Katsby and Jacek. And Ryan Banning is all over the back of the Williams now as we head down towards turn 9. We'll be close enough for a move. He's thinking of it. He's alongside and he is ahead through turn 9. Ryan Banning up into 3rd place. Yeah, absolutely. We saw it last season. It was a 1-2 in qualifying for Top and Berber, the Williams duo last season. And then they basically just DRS shared and swapped positions throughout the race. Swapping positions all the way until the final lap, with Berber eventually taking the win. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see something similar as Ryan Banning goes all the way around the outside at turn 9. Fantastic move by the Red Bull. You can see the train at the front here, the camera angle doing it justice. You can also see in the top left the tyres of all the drivers as Katsby and Jacek is going to send it down the inside of Takubi, but he is not close enough to make it stick.
Oh, Harrison retired on track. That's a safety car.
We are expecting a one-stop here today. But with this safety car, that could throw a spanner in the works for some people. But all of the medium runners pitting and putting on the hard tyres. It is only Gatcha who has stayed out. He resumes the race lead after lagging down into 5th place. On lap 6, about to start lap 7, and the Aston Martin, I believe, is going to take this pretty close to the line. He puts his foot down out the final corner, and it hasn't been an ideal restart, and in the background already we can see drivers very close to one another. I think that's Funderino and Panos Verras, who are looking very close into turn 1. Yeah, we're almost going 3 wide here down Lakeside Drive towards turn 9 as Takubi Gatcha and Ryan Banning all looking to trade positions. Katsby and Jacek getting involved as well. Takubi takes the lead. Katzper and Ryan still side by side through turn 10.
Oh, here comes
And
Hukid.
Katzper has to back out instead, and here comes Hukid up into 4th place. Here comes Xander Wiles as well, thinking of more. As there's contact, there looked like a bit of bodywork flying off there as well. Is there damage on one of the cars?
Damage on Xander Wiles.
Really good job by Hukid, and those two seem to be your drivers of the day so far. But here comes the Ferrari once again, almost forced onto the grass by the Aston Martin. But Hukid getting the move done and thinking of the move as well on Ryan Bannick, has to back out of it.
So yeah, Gatcher possibly struggling a bit too much now, and he's going to probably fall down. It was a gamble which doesn't look like it's paying off at the moment, but obviously we may still have a safety car at some point, so wouldn't rule him out as of yet.
Yeah, exactly. Anything can happen.
Commentators, guys.
You have taught that one up incredibly. Wow. That is ridiculous. There is the safety car, ladies and gentlemen. He asked for a safety car, and Melbourne delivered it right for you there, Ollie. Yeah, I was going to say, one man who is not faking that pit stop is Gatcher. He is coming in, and he seems to be the only driver coming in. He'll drop down to 13th place. As
we'll
he
be on
a
new
set of
hard
tyres,
so you would have that benefit.
And the Red Bull will pick when he wants to launch it. We saw it just out the final corner last time, and we're going to see the exact same again. But I think Takubi has actually got the slightly better restart there. Yeah, Takubi judged that one brilliantly and is now all over the back of the Red Bull, who slides his way through turn 1. A bit of drifting there from Ryan Bannick.
Oh, Takubi actually hits the back of Katzper there.
Oh, he's got damage as well.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Front left end plate on the RB. He just got a little bit too late on the brakes and went into the back of the Williams there, and that will cost him going forward for the final 13 laps of this race, as Katzper has a huge moment coming through turn 6. His car even ghosts there.
Ooh,
as Xander Wiles is out, and that is a virtual safety car. Takubi will be rapid down the straights, but might struggle through the more tight and twisty sections of this Melbourne circuit. You can see again there, loses 2 tenths through the last part of the first sector.
Hukid up the inside of Katzper. Oh my word, what a move. Jesus Christ.
They're still going at it as well as we head down Lakeside Drive towards turn 9. Katzper will hold on to 3rd place for the time being. And as it stands, he's also holding on to the championship lead. He'll be 3 points clear of Milan as it stands, with Takubi in 3rd place in the championship, just 1 point further back from them. I think Katzper, Hukid, Panos, Milan and Marius are all a little bit frustrated, as in the background there's a move there for Marius Anderson down the inside. There's contact and Panos has been spun round. Was that contact with Milan, Ollie?
I believe it was Marius or Milan. Yeah, Marius up the inside of the Red Bull, I think maybe hit.
Oh, there's a slide for Balash as well. We caught the end of that.
Was that my fault? Did I do anything wrong?
Will anyone be close enough for a move into turn 9? Not this time around. This train snakes its way through the left and the right.
Hukid has a little moment. Here comes Marius up the inside.
That opens the door for Marius, and also opens the door for Katzper and Jacek to go down the inside of Takubi. We're side by side through turn 11. There's a big slide for Milan, who goes off in the background. Milan loses his front wing, and it's happened again. There was an incident for him in Las Vegas that cost him big time. Here in Melbourne, on the other side of the world, it's happened once again.
Yeah, Hukid just he spun me out.
In the championship at the moment, the live standings now with Milan dropping all the way back and out of the points as it stands means he will drop to 4th in the championship. A massive drop. For him, he will gain no points, and in fact will now be 11 points behind the live championship leader of Katzper Jędrzejczyk.
We have a yellow. Gasher's out.
Oh my God.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Sorry.
Yellow flag.
Oh my God.
Safety car deployed.
Yeah, that is huge. Gatcher is out. Thunderino has no front wing. Milan has a lifeline. as the
Oh,
safety
yeah,
car
so he
is
does.
out. We're down to 11 drivers here now. And
Ryan
Ryan Banning comes into the pit lane.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who Kid stays out.
Who Kid taking the gamble on 20 lap old hards. He wants to take the race lead. Who else is that
Panos
staying out?
stays
That
out.
is Panos Veras. So here we go then. We are going to have a 2-lap sprint finish here in Melbourne. And the front two in the field are on 20 odd lap old hards. Will they be able to fend off the chasing pack behind, which is made up of drivers on mediums and softs? Who Kid unleashes the power down the pit straight. It's not been a great restart. Panos is all over the back of him, but not close enough to make a move into turn one.
Oh, he gets
But
a penalty.
Just wait for the chasing pack behind as Who Kid picks up a penalty. Here comes Ryan Banning on
Panos.
fresh soft tyres. Panos is going for the race lead as well. It's going to be a 2-lap
Two by
sprint
two.
of chaos here.
Oh, Jesus.
Side by side, there's a car off in the background.
Thunderino.
That's Thunderino off into the gravel. The Mercedes drops out of the points here. Nightmare for him, as he didn't have any penalties either.
Still holding that lead with all the cars
Who
behind.
Kid holds the lead, but he has a 3-second time penalty, which those around him don't. And look at the overspeed of the soft tyres. Here comes Ryan Banning.
Oh.
He'll have the DRS. They touch. Going down Lakeside
Here
Drive,
comes
but
Takubi.
Ryan Banning takes the lead. Here comes Takubi though, he gets both of them. The man on the mediums with the damaged front wing is into the race lead, but there'll be one more DRS straight, and will
Takubi will
Ryan
have
Banning be close enough to take the lead once again? Here comes the Red Bull as we head towards Ascari. Is he close enough? No, he's not. In the background, they're still battling. Who Kid has
Marius
dropped
Anderson,
to 7th
P3.
place. Marius Anderson is up onto the podium and sending it down the inside of Ryan Banning. He's not close enough, but out at the front and through the final corner. It's the first person to take in multiple wins this season. Takubi wins in Australia. He is your first repeat winner of season 12. And what a drive from the V-Carb with a damaged front wing for half the race. Ryan Banning is on the podium for his first points of the season. Well, that has to be one of the most dramatic ends to a race in SKG Tier 1 for quite some time. Takubi takes his third win in Tier 1 despite having front wing damage since lap 16. Alongside him on the podium, Ryan Banning gets his second podium finish, with Marius going from 15th at the end of the first lap to his 5th podium in 10 starts. Katsby and Jacek is 4th, with Panos going P14 to P5, and the entire top 9 are within 5 seconds of each other, with Roy De Boy rounding out the top 10. VCARB reserve Balash was the only driver to finish the race and not score points, whilst there were 7 retirements here in Albert Park, including both Aston Martins and both Haas's. In terms of what that means in the drivers' standings, Takubi's win takes him from 5th to 1st in the championship standings as he leads Marius Anderson by 3 points. Katsby and Jacek remains 3rd as Milan drops to 4th and Panos Veras enters the top 8. That drops Who Kid down to 9th, level on points with Wandy but ahead on countback, and Ryan Banning's first points of the season puts him 13th. In the Constructors' standings, VCARB return to top spot and are now 11 points clear of Williams in 2nd place, with just 8 points separating 2nd and 4th. Alpine and Aston Martin swap places, whilst Panos Veras' 10 points to McLaren move them up to 8th. And finally, in the overall Constructors' standings, Aston Martin open up a commanding 61-point lead at the top of the standings after victory in Tier 3 and a podium in Tier 2. No position changes inside the top 6, but Red Bull overtake Mercedes for 7th. The second half of the season kick-starts under the lights at the Losail International Circuit. Make sure you are subscribed on YouTube and following us on Twitch so you don't miss any of the action. We'll see you next week.